Well, you probably haven't seen Chrisean on in a while. If you do, it's sporadic. And the reason why is because when you're dealing with someone who's going through some of the stuff that Chrisean is going through, this is what happens. It might come off as identity crisis. Some of you might find different layers of trauma to attach their self to. Different layers of sympathy that you might have. I think you Christians are going to call it giving her grace, so on and so forth. Muslims might call this a jihad, saying that she's going through a holy war inside herself. And she's fighting off these demons. But really, some people are just sick individuals. Some people don't care about nothing but their self and self-benefits. Even the idea of her caring about Blue is fraudulent. She don't care about Blue. She just cares about the next step in her career. Kind of like Ronnie said. See, Ronnie explained the situation and he said, she knew that if I address the junior situation, it was going to be her ticket to Blue, right? She knew that from Blue, she was going to use that for the next stepping stone in her journey for her career and her fame. The only reason why she's not with Blue is because Blue don't want her, right? And he comes to the realization that this is someone who's trying to manipulate the situation in order to create a narrative so that way she can end up with everything. And normally women would just go ahead and get a DNA test and sign him up for child support and try to make his life hell through the system. But these are these new breed of women. And these younger women, they don't care what you say. They only care about what they believe. If you notice, anytime someone tries to bring Chrisean back to reality with facts, merits, or truth, she will shut them down, stop them from talking, won't let them get a word out, or any of that sort. Waiting for this Jason Lee interview to drop is become a pain in the ass because we know Jason Lee got the questions. And inquiring minds want to know. So we'll sit and wait for that. But it's all part of the circus. If you notice, Blueface is controlled by his chat now. He's going to be with whoever his chat tells him to be with. He's going to spend the weekend with whoever his chat tell him to spend the weekend with. And I know you guys might think, that's new. That hasn't been done before. But it has, right? And a lot of these people who have OF pages, this is how they do. And I've been trying to point it out that Blueface is controlled by the money. So if his fans tell him to wrap his hands around Superior's neck, that's what he's going to do. Make it look like he's choking Superior. If his fans say, we want you to fly to Baltimore to be with Chrisean, some of them are paying for him to go do this. That trip in Miami, it looked as spontaneous. It wasn't. Paid for by one of the fans, right? Taking Chrisean to the mall, all of that stuff, paid for by one of the fans. And here's the kicker. Chrisean is behind that fan page that is making Blueface go spend time with her. Through gifting, through making fake accounts, so on and so forth. Blueface thinks that this is an anonymous person who's saying, oh, here's 10,000 to go spend time with Chrisean. Really, whole time, it's Chrisean. Whoopsie, right? So Chrisean is using the internet to manipulate Blueface and keep spending time with him, using all her money for that, all her resources for that. Blueface is dumb because he's really controlled by the money. Chrisean ain't got enough money to control him. But in all of this, Junior is still suffering. And let me show you why I say that. If you're looking at this, then you should be focusing in on the feet that is up in the back. Do you see how curved those feet is? Do you see how clubbed those feet is? Now, Chrisean says that she's getting help and her son is just bow-legged, but if you're seeing this, then this is not edited. This is not altered. This is how Junior's feet looks. In order to correct that, you would have to break and reset and cast it in order for those bones to grow in the right way. Until we see that, we know Junior's not getting help. So, when you have someone on the internet that's playing in your face, saying that he's getting therapy, so on and so forth, right? You all should feel slighted because this person is playing with your intelligence. This person is banking that the reality that social media is so unintelligent that she can tell y'all anything. She's banking on your ignorance. So, have some spiritual discernment. Realize that your soul is literally on the line based off of what and who you cast your lot with. If you cast your lot with wicked and evil, don't get mad at the wicked and evil shit that come your way. If Chrisean has karma coming her way and all of y'all keep getting in the way of the karma, don't be mad when certain stuff happen in your life. That's how this works, right? The laws of the cosmos is working. Chrisean, Blueface, all of them got karma coming their way. AB, Queen Ops, Grit Baby, E Kane. You know who's stopping them from receiving their karma? You guys. You guys are stopping them from receiving their karma. You have this sympathy for them. You keep giving them your money, right? So they think they getting blessed. Really, whole time, the universe is really trying to give them karma. Y'all are stopping them. Y'all are stopping these people from hitting rock bottom. Y'all are stopping these people from growing within inside the ascension process or within inside their spirit. And the reason why you're stopping them is because doesn't it make you feel better to see people out there doing worse? Makes the shit you doing seem okay, don't it? And if you have to check them on the stuff that they doing, then you ultimately have to look at yourself for the shit that you doing. So a lot of y'all are not fighting for Blueface. A lot of y'all are not fighting for Chrisean. A lot of y'all are fighting for that Blueface inside of you and that Chrisean that's inside of you. So when you see the amount of supporters that they have, that's because they are mini Chriseans. They are mini Blueface. They might not be at the level of narcissism. They might not be at the level of serial unaliving. But ultimately, anyone who defends this madness, it's not defending the characters that you see. They're defending their levels of fuckery. Pay attention. The world is one big stage. And ultimately, we will see how this cookie crumbles. But Chrisean, until you do right by Junior, everything you think about is going to crumble. Even this new character that you're creating.